The weather's starting to heat up, making it the perfect time to go out and enjoy the Magnolia Soap Box Derby tomorrow.
Yeah, dozens of racers getting ready to take the trip up the hill to race for that first place title, including one from the Georgia Academy for the Blind.
Wheels on. The Georgia Academy School for the Blind's Derby car is finished and ready to put the pedal to the metal.
I'm going to practice today, most definitely. I'll make sure I get everything right, make sure I keep the steering wheel straight, make sure I figure out the kinks inside the car, so make sure I won't mess up the day of.
Sophomore Jartavius Primus is getting behind the wheel and making history as the first legally blind person competing in the race. He has a condition called ocular albinism, which reduces the coloring of the iris. That makes him extremely nearsighted.
Some of the students here do have a little vision and they use it to the best of their ability. And even though they don't see the finish line, they'll see it as they pass it.
And Primus says his competitive nature will push him to zoom into first place.
It gives me a drive, like if I see someone in front of me, I'm gonna do all in my power to get in front.
He's been practicing hard to prove himself and hopefully inspire others to do the same.
They think that we are not able, but in reality, we are able just like the next man. This is kind of like an example to show them that we can go down there, walk around just like you, talk just like you, race just like you, get first place possibly, but it's just people underestimate us at times.
Saying don't judge a book by its cover, because he's ready to open others' eyes to all he can accomplish. In Macon, Nicole Butler, 13 WMAZ, Eyewitness News.
That's a neat story. And we have a racer of our own getting ready for tomorrow's Magnolia Derby.
Checking in with meteorologist and race car driver Hunter Williams in the parking lot with the Derby Doppler.
Well, Frank and Lori, we have been diligently working on the Derby Doppler here in advance of tomorrow's race, and I believe we have the ultimate racing machine. So I'll give you kind of a tour here. Nicole, let's walk around to the front. You can see at the very front of the car, we have the latest in thermometer technology. What's the reading there? It looks like up over 100. Kind of feels that way when you have all these pads on. On the hood of the car, we have the very appropriate Anchorman quotes. I think it just makes sense, all things considered. We'll move over to the side of the car. You can see we have the nice 13 WMAZ logo here, and then the very aerodynamic racing fins. These are very important, and unfortunately, over the years, they've kind of taken a bit of a hit just based on the transportation of the vehicle, but hopefully that doesn't really impact the actual aerodynamics too much. I think we're still intact. We have the flags here, looking very patriotic as always. On the very back of the car, we, of course, have the heart, straight from the heart, always, and the interior, the most important. We have this little cushion here. Always got to keep the rear end comfortable. All right, inside of here, we have the steering wheel and the all-important brakes as well. Now, we were testing this thing out last night, and the brakes seem to perform adequately. And as the person who's going to be driving this tomorrow, I really hope that they hold up. But stay tuned. Coming up at 6 o'clock, we will take this thing to the top of the WMAZ parking lot. We'll do a little trial run live on TV. Stay tuned for that. Frank and Lori, back into you.
I'm feeling real good about this, Hunter. Very good, very confident. What could possibly go wrong?
Nice job, Nicole, of following run so we can get the full feel of the car. Practice for the Magnolia Derby starts tomorrow morning at 10. The real races begin at 11.